hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to our Gallop TV Preview Show for Monday. Yeah, nice to have racing on a Monday. We race at Fairview in Gqeberha. They put on a race meeting on the poly track. It is the 30th of December, so we're nearing end to 2024, and it's been the last time this year that we speak to Grant Paddock, and nice to have him on the line. Whilst he waits, I'll just have a look at the card and give you some times. Race number 1 at 12:20, and the pick 6, which is the big one, race number 3 at 13:30. I trusted you, the valued racing fan, as well, and hopefully we can end off the year with a bang. It's our last meeting, as I mentioned, in Fairview before we kick into the new year. Grant Paddock on the line, and Grant, it's the last meeting, as I mentioned, for the year, and hopefully we can end it off nicely.
Yeah, morning, Dees, morning, punters. Last meeting for the year. Hopefully we do a good job with it. I must be honest with you, not a bad-looking card. A couple of horses that stand out. Weather seems to be going to be good tomorrow. Nice warm day with a light tailwind. So a lot better than what it is today, I must be honest with you. But yeah, let's see if we can put the punters in the right direction.
Okay, let's get straight into it, and we will start off in race number 1 that will kick off the exotics. It's a maiden plate over 1,200 meters, and as we bring up the field, we'll give you a guide with the betting recorded earlier than the race day. Number 1, Always Shining. First run for Lungakila, and 22-10 is the price here, Grant. Then we got horse number 3, Decree, at 7-2. Number 4, Bright Future, at 5-1. 6, American Pitbull is at 8-1, 7, House of Sussex at 4-1, and horse number 8, Seeking the Life, is a 9-1 shot. There is a first timer in the race, just keep an eye on the betting, and that's horse number 10. What are we doing here in race number 1? It is the start of the bipod. I don't know about this price of this horse, Always Shining, 22-10, Grant.
D's definitely the wrong price. Not for me. It's going to have to improve a hell of a lot on its Cape Town form. I think Richard Fourie is definitely on the better one in that yard. He ran a very good race here last time out, running second over a 5 furlong. So I don't think that 22-10 is the right price. Probably closer to 5-6-1. D's, I'm very strong on number 3, Decree. I think he'll take the power of beating. He's my value bet on the day, actually. At 7-2, he's worth a bet. First time out from a bad draw. He chased him up wide. He got kept out wide. Eventually got to the front. Just needed a rudder. Stopped the last 50 yards. Same kind of a trip. Slightly better draw. I think this field is a lot weaker than the previous, and I think he's worth a very good bet. Decree strong for me. I'm tipping at 3 from the 4 horse Bright Future, the 5 Velvet Valor, and the 6 American Pitbull. But very, very strong on Decree.
Okay, after Grant Paddock's comments, I think number 3, Decree, will not be a 7-2 shot come race time. That will definitely shorten. And number 1, Always Shining. Well, both Grant Paddock and I agree that this horse is too short at 22-10. And if you like the horse, maybe wait come race time. You'll get a much better price. But 3 to beat 4, 5, and 6. But just judging by Grant's comments there, looks like we got a banker in leg number 1 of that bipod, which is horse number 3. Race number 2 starts off the place accumulator. It's over 1,600 meters. And number 1 here is a scratching Grant, so that is out. We got 7 runners at the time of recording that will go to post. Number 2, Mayor of Maryville. I'll give you a form update for this horse. Did run second last time out, I think it was, Grant. That was Mayor of Maryville. Number 3, also a form update, ran 10th, was some way back. And horse number 6, Grand Oasis, 6th, 12 lengths back. So that's some form updates for you. Betting wise, number 2 at 7-1, Grant. Then we go on to horse number 6, Oliver Twist. That's at 11-10. Number 6, Grand Oasis, is at 6-1. 7, Cheerful Charlie B, who's got no form in the Western Cape, but debuts with the blinkers on and the tongue tie, is trading at 9-2. And then 2-1 shot, number 8, TikTok Edition. Grant, I don't know how you saw the first leg of this place accumulator, But horse number 2, Mayor of Maryville, I mentioned ran second. It was behind Champonel. Yeah, that's the form update there. Ran second to Champonel, which was a good run.
Yeah, these is a terrible races, to be very honest with you. Mayor of Maryville, good run to Champonel. That one by 8.5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oliver Twist has had multiple opportunities, being gelded, now brought back after gelding. He's not going to find a weaker field than this, I can promise you. I haven't heard anything about Cheerful Charlie B, but anything that comes from Cape Town has got to be respected. Marco's riding for Cliffy Miller. The yard is in decent form. And then TikTok Addiction from the Michelin yard. I did have a chat to the yard. They want to see where they are with this horse. Hasn't shown them much. So very, very tricky race, these. Mayor of Maryville could be the right horse, but he's also had many, many opportunities. It will be between him and Oliver Twist in the pace accumulator. Nothing worth a bet at any price over here. I am tipping at 5, 2, 8, and 6. But a very, very shallow race. The 2 and the 5 will get you through the place accumulator, but I do not suggest a bet in this race.
Okay, that's a nice way to try and narrow things down in what Grant makes to be a competitive field, so it could be a nice trifecta quartet to catch, but he's given us 2 numbers for the PA, 2 and 5. Would you include the same 2 for the bipot, or would you include your 8 and 6?
No, I did throw the 2 horses in the bipot as well, please.
Okay, race number 3, start of the big one, the pick 6. Wouldn't this be something if we can catch this pick 6 on Monday, closing off the year? 1,300 meters, it's a C-class, fillies and mares, 76. Number 1, Strange Magic, who's got a form update, ran third, beaten 4 lengths behind Woman of Power. Hollywoodbets 5-1 into 4-1. Kendall Mini, I see, rides number 3. Number 4 at 7-1. Horse number 5 is Jumbo Sana. That's at 3-1 Grant. 15 to 10 shot here. Alan Krief and of course Richard Fourie, September Flower. That's the favorite at 15 to 10, and 8 White Hills at 6-1. Pick 6, how many horses would you suggest? I know that your chosen bet on the show is a place accumulator, but along with those numbers, maybe give us your suggested numbers for the pick 6 as well.
Yeah, 100% these. I'll do that for you. Let me just go through the field with you. Jumbo Sana, the 5 horse, has done absolutely nothing wrong. She's won her last 3. There is a weight turnover with September Flower. That's in the camp of September Flower. She's got to be a massive runner as well. I do give her a chance to the Spilly White Hills. 2 runs back, a very good second over 1,200. The 5 furlong was a bit on the sharp side last time out. Back over 1,300. Got to be a big, big runner from a 1 draw. And then maybe Concerto with Kendall Minion. She's dropped in class and it's got to be a decent price at 12.5 to 1. It's got to go in. Flower Festival got a bit of form, very weak last run, and maybe that we just got to wait to find her form again. So too with No Greater Love. Pick 6, I'd be going Jumbo Sana, September Flower, White Hills, and Concerto, the 4 horses out of the 8, and I'm going to be tipping at 7 from 5, 8, and 3.
7, 5, 8, and 3. No place in the pick 6 for number 1, or you think that may not run?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. First of all, 63 kilograms, 7 draw, and ran 3 days ago. These are probably not going to run, but if she does, it's going to be a bit too heavy for me. Okay,
over the benchmark is number 1, Strange Magic, and with that form update just the other day, keep an eye on the scratchings there. Race number 3, race number 4, 1,300 meters, a nice quality field. It's a B division class, fillies and mares, 92 handicap, and number 1, Symbol of Love, 7-1. Horse number 2, Golden Pacific at 6-1 with the claim 4. Then we got number 4, Unconquerable Lady. Craig Zacky's having a wonderful run in the Eastern Cape at 7-2. Number 5, Cabon Capi at 8-1. Form update second behind Women of Power, beaten 3.5 lengths. I see Chase Mozine has picked up the ride here on number 6, back for more. Then we got number 7, Treasure Hunt at 8-1. And even money into 9-10 now, Grant, about horse number 8, You Win Again. Is this the case? The horse is ready to win again after 3 in a row and then a second last time out?
These, you got to tread warily here. This horse has got a history of not loading. She had come to the races 3 times and didn't go in when Richard rode her. They put Charles and Drillbo on last time out, and She went in, and now Richard's back on. I do say tread warily, 9 to 10, not for me. There's a couple other fillies that can go well here. Unconquerable Lady, got to go in. Carbon Copy got a very soft ride last Friday, and ran a very good second. She can only improve if she runs. She's got to go in. She'll get a lot stronger ride from Eldon Webber. There's no doubt about that. And then Symbol of Love doesn't know how to run a bad race. Tricky kind of a field this is. I'm going to try and beat the favourite here. I'm going for Carbon Capi to beat Unconquerable Lady, You Win Again, and Symbol of Love. And those 4 horses are going to be my pick 6 numbers.
Okay, that's numbers 4, 5, then 8 and 1. 4, 5, 8 and 1 going to be the numbers there for Grant Paddock. And he's given up some valuable information if you haven't been watching racing of late in Fairview about number 8, You Win Again. We'll keep a very close eye on her as they start the loading process. Race number 5, 2,000 meters, fillies and mares, 70 handicap. And this is how we go in race number 5, which will be jackpot 2. Number 1 at 4 to 1 Grant, horse number 2 at 8 to 1. Then we got number 3, First Wish, at 11 to 10. Number 4, Gold for Africa at 11 to 2. 5, Kurandi is at 28 to 10. That ran the other day behind Arabian Red. Ran third, was beaten a length. And then we got double figures, the balance. Of course, again, keep an eye on those scratchings, especially with regards to number 5, Kurandi. There is a form update, but it is some time away, which was on the 20th of December. And Zietsman's Oud Station has engaged the services of Damien Pillay. Yeah, another favorite for Richard Fourie on the card. Are you more confident with this race than the previous race?
Yeah, listen, she's got a good chance. She's an improving 3-year-old. She's going to love the trip. There's no doubt about that. They stepped her up last time out and she won very well. Similar kind of a race. Quirandi, big runner. Big runner. There's a massive turnaround in the weights. She holds First Wish. And then you got the 2 horses from the Mitchley Yard ladies, Alternate and Gold for Africa, who definitely runners as well. I do make it between the 5 and the 3. They're going to suffice for the place accumulator and the bipod, but in the pick 6 we need to add in the 1 and the 4, and I'm tipping at 5, 3, 1 and 4 Ds. 1,
3, 4 and 5 in numerical order, but Grants does like 5-year Kurandi on that form update, and now with the claim 4. Race number 6, 2,000 meters, a 66 handicap, and this is how they're betting here. Number 1, Home Reef, is at 6 to 1. Horse number 2, Mr. Maloney, who is in solid form for Sharon Kotson. That's trading at 2 to 1. Then we got a form update for number 3, ran 6, 8 lengths behind Alado's Pride. Horse number 5, also a form update, but that was well beaten. That finished somewhere behind 15 lengths, in fact, so that doesn't help. Number 6 is at 4 to 1. 7, Head Gardener, that is at 8 to 1, was 7 lengths back in that 5th position last time out, which was on the 20th of December. Then we got horse number 8 at 6 to 1, and number 9, Millennium Dancer, is at 9 to 2. Well, I don't know about you, Grant, but this race, if you can try and get through with the minimum spend, I think you have done superbly well. But many will be looking towards Mr. Maloney for the place accumulator.
This is a terrible race. I'm scared of this race. I don't like it at all. Mr. Maloney, the only concern is the distance. I'm not sure if he gets the 2,000. He had all the opportunity. He hit the front last time out over the mile. Looked like he was going to go on by, and he packed it up the last 150 and got beaten. So I'm not 100% sure over the 2,000. And they're going to go here. Head Gardener, solid front runner. Craig Zaki up's got to go in. 8 to 1. It's a very competitive field. And then Coral Creek with a Richard Fourie factor from the 1 draw. He's there and thereabouts. He's not too flash, but he's probably flash enough to beat a field like this, to be very honest with you. And then Millennium Dancer, very good run last time out against the boys, and she can go one better. There's no doubt about that. Very tricky race, D's. I must be honest with you. I went 6, 7, and 9 in my place accumulator. Those will be my bipod horses as well. And in the pick 6, we'll probably have to add in Mr. Maloney as well. So I'm tipping at 6, 9, 7, and 2, and those will be my pick 6 horses as well.
Okay, you've managed to give us some value there with horse number 7, Head Gardener. because numbers 6 and 9 are quietly fancied at 9-2, and 2 gets the vote for Grant just for safety in that pick 6. We're on to race number 7, the penultimate leg of the card. This is the Pinnacle Stakes over 1,200 meters. Yeah, proper quality here, Grant. This is a proper field, especially when you have a look at the best weighted column, which is topped by number 1, Cruise Control at a 114, ahead of number 2, Fairy Knight at a 108, and then it is the balance of the field. So, how are they betting here? You know, this horse, Cruise Control, is now a 5-year-old. I can still remember when he started off his career, and he's now a 13-time winner. He's won 5 times on the poly track as well. So he's at home on the surface, Zaki and Smith. Number 2, Fairy Knight for Alan Krief, a 50% win strike rate from a 16 start. And of those 8 wins, 4 of them have been on the poly track. So he is very decent on his day. And then they're giving you double figures, the balance, Grant. They're making it a 2-horse race, but there is a separation at the top of the betting boards between these two. 9-10, as I mentioned, 1 Cruise Control, and 2 Fairy Knight at 16-10. What are we doing? What is our thought process in race 7?
I'm all in here. Fairy Knight, his poly form is exceptional, loves course and distance. He holds Cruise Control last time out by 3 1/4 lengths. They should actually bet this race the other way around, 15-10, 9-10, but in favour of Fairy Knight, there's no doubt. The 2 3-year-olds, Golden Link and Ushka's World, they're probably running for trifecta quartet kind of money. They're a little bit too close to those top horses in the weight. But I'm very strong on Fairy Knight. He loves to run fresh from a break, loves course and distance, and with Fourie and Krief in good form, I take him to win and to win well. He's the banker in the PA and as well as the pick 6.
There you have it. Grant Paddock has nailed these colours to the mast, in race number 7. Although Cruise Control is at top of their betting boards and in the red at 9-10, he's gone for the 16-10 shot here as a banker, and that is it for race number 7. Then we go on to the lucky last, which is race number 8, and how we end things off at Fairview. The last race for 2024 is a merit-rated 68 handicap. It's over 1,300 meters, and we'll bring up the field, and many will be having a good go here if you play Fairview on a regular basis to try and end things off on a high, and maybe things will fall into place with the guidance from Grant Paddock. Number 1 at 8-1. 2 Sharapova, Grant Paddock. This has shortened in from 8-10, now 7-10. The 2 runs in the province on the poly track. You're going to give us your thoughts on how she's gone over 1,000 meters, but they were eye-catching runs. Number 3, Crusador at 3-1. Then we got 6, Russian Empire at 8-1. And horse number 7, Alexis Collins. I will give you a form update for that. Ran 7th, beaten 6 lengths by Charlie Malone. Has the claim 4 on that. Okay, Grant Paddock, you're going to be remembered 2024 as ending off the race meeting on a high. How are you going to do it in race number 8?
At least they gave me an easy race to do it. Normally it's a tricky race, the last at Fairview, but Sharapova all in. She's having a peak run. She came from stone last time out in a frost run 1,000, finished like a train to get beaten a length. Right field, right distance, right jockey, everything's in her favour from a 1 draw. Extremely hard to beat. They opened this filly up. Even money was extremely generous, and I think she'll win very, very well. Below deck, the biggest danger, stable companion, very good last run over the 1,400 meters, and then Crusador doesn't know how to run a bad race. He'll be there and thereabouts with Craig up and Globetronic to probably fill up the quartets, but it's all in. It's a banker in everything. The nap of the day, Sharapova to win the last.
Okay, Grant has given you his numbers for that exacta position, so 2 to win, and maybe consider numbers 1, 3, and 5 for that exacta position, and that exacta will cost you 3 rand. While Grant has given us his thoughts the entire race meeting, I thought I'll just jot down an in-running pick 6 on this Monday for you, the valued racing fan, giving you his numbers. So jot this down and maybe use it, add, subtract, do whatever you want to do, and maybe you can catch this pick 6. So the pick 6 starts off in race number 3, and this is how it goes. 3, 5, 7, and 8, leg 1. By 1, 4, 5, and 8, leg 2. by 1, 3, 4, and 5, leg 3, by 2, 6, 7, and 9, leg 4, by banker 2, by banker 2. That is 2 bankers to end off the meeting, and that could be a nice way to play the last double on the card. 22, 2 by 2. Thanks to Grant for that guidance, and as I always say, that in-running peg 6 is not planned. You can use it as a guide, use it as a skeleton, add and subtract. Grant, over to you for your suggested bet, which you have mentioned is your place accumulator. It's up on screen.
Thank you very much, Dees. Best bet, race 8, number 2, Sharapova. The value bet, race 1, number 3, Decree. Suggested bet, place accumulator. We go as follows. We open up with 2 and 5, by 5 and 7, by 5 and 8, by 3 and 5, by 6, 7 and 9, by banker 2 for 48 Rand.
Grant, I mentioned to you the other day that on behalf of all the racing fans that listen into the show, we thank you for your tireless effort throughout the year. And it is early mornings and lots of studying, and of course giving us your thoughts on the race card week in and week out. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in 2025.
Thank you very much, Dees, and good luck to those punters tomorrow. Goodbye.
Okay, that's Grant Paddock and his preview a day before, so keep an eye on scratchings, etc. And on behalf of Grant Paddock, Gallop TV, and myself, Dees, Diane, and well, hopefully you can end things off on a high at Fairview for 2024. Until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gashley.